when there's a score to settle from game one. It's the Lions going up against the Packers.
Larry, there's just something that feels right about a snowy day for football in Wisconsin, and that's what we have here on the frozen tundra of Lambeau Field in Green Bay. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. Second down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Cook throwing on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kerry Hyder in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. To throw is Cook. To throw on second down. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So out now come the Lions. Now here's the first carry for Ameer Abdullah. And right away, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A second down run for Abdullah. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it. And that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
From the gun on third down, Stafford. And he connects with Ebron. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Stafford finding his big tight end Ebron for a Lion first down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it.
Dashing through the snow. Touchdown, Detroit. Ameer Abdullah with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first quarter lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Now Cook looking to throw on second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bennett. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Well, that one an even 60 yards, 6-0, and the Lions will take over. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that. But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Stafford gives to Abdullah. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the... He rifles one that's intercepted. And it's hot Clinton Dix with a pick.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Cook now on 1st and 10. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 40. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 6. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Here's Cook to throw on third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. To throw again. Stafford. And he is out of bounds right around the 20. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford, he used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, file it away, lad, file it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about. He used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad,
Again, it's Abdullah. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus? Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them. They're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. 2nd and 10, Stafford again. This is a screen to Abdullah. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. From the gun on 3rd down. Stafford to the right side to Eric Ebron. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Now Stafford hands to Abdullah. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
They go with Abdullah again. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On 1st down, Abdullah. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. Flush to his right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. They'll try to run it in with Abdullah. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Again, it's Abdullah. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all, 3rd and goal. Throwing to Stafford. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left them nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. I feel like we just ran a marathon. That was a long drive. They probably wanted 6 if they're going to go that many plays.
And there were no checkpoints, no watering stations, nothing like that, right? Terrific job by the offense because not only did they possess the ball for that long, they wore down the defense. That could pay dividends later.
All right, here we go.
On 1st down, Cook. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Montgomery. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down. Cook operating from the gun. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions.
Part of what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he is knocked down and then landed on pretty awkwardly at the 21-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Packers on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is third down and 12.
Hurry up, here we go. Detroit.
To throw is Cook. From the gun, he'll throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Here's Matt Darr now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's taken it around the 40. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They start the drive with Abdullah. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He's able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Gibson. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And now the offense operates in the red zone. From the red zone now, Stafford. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 10 more there and another 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And Prater's kick is on the money. Happy holidays, Larry. Your gift? Take the halftime show off, partner. We got some football to get to. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Following the penalty, Abdullah. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, it's hard to get them started again occasionally.
On second down, here's Stafford. Ebron with it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Vontae Davis. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Second down following the run.
Strong right. Strong right. Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Hey, 40's Mike. 40's Mike right there. 40's Mike.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. rolling with Montgomery from the pistol. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
And that's another stop for the defense. Something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. On third down, they go Montgomery. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
Here's Matt Darr now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Nearly a huge return. As it is, still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Lions will take over at the 20. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. Now a give. This is Abdullah. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Fielded just inside the 20. Able to slither by. And he is knocked down from the side. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And the wideout in motion. The toss play to Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Throwing, Cook. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Jarrad Davis in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Here's Matt Darr now. He's been terrific so far. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Watch tight. Tight end right. Watch tight. Tight end right. Here we go. 250.
They go back to Abdullah on first. Gets it up around the 22 and no further. Did show some power on the run, but not a whole lot of room. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end. Set.
A toss to Abdullah. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he'll find Golladay. That's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A nice gain at 21 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And this will probably be the last play they can squeeze in here before the 2-minute warning.
Defense always has to be careful in this situation. A lot of teams like to take a shot.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. To throw on second down to Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season. So here we are in
Season of
December.
giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
They pitch it out to Montgomery. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Well, he was stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
The Packers on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Coming right. This is Montgomery on the toss. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hurry up, here we go. Leopard, Leopard. Kill.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.